Cyprus has the second highest amount of household waste in the EU, with 626 kilograms produced per person per year, a Eurostat report has revealed. Only Denmark was ahead of Cyprus, with 759 kilograms per person. Cyprus is far above the EU average of 475 kilos. Cyprus also lags behind the rest of the EU in terms of how this waste is dealt with. Only 13% of waste is recycled and only 12% composted. Meanwhile, 75% goes to landfill, while the EU average is just 28%. Ricky Shields with more.
So, we in Cyprus waste too much and recycle too little. It's hard to know why there is so much household waste, and almost impossible to know whether the issue is to do with people who live here or the approximately 2.6 million tourists per annum who will obviously skew the figures, since if you assume a population of 900,000 generating 626 kilos of waste each without expanding that to allow for tourism, the figures may well be different. However, regardless of the methodology of the study, there's too much waste and we do not, as a nation, recycle enough. One of the reasons for this is that we are not set up for multiple recyclable waste collections, and furthermore, recycling is not enforced. Some other EU nations set up households with multiple bins which are collected on different days of the week to encourage recycling, requesting that people wash food and drink packaging, flatten cardboard and squash plastic bottles and cans, because the more you can fit into your various bins, the more local councils can fit into their lorries, which means less trips and less fuel. They will, for example, have a bin for glass, cans and plastic packaging, another for compostable waste, including tea bags, eggshells, meat, fish and bones, plate scrapings and garden waste, and finally another for rubbish which cannot be recycled. Public campaigns help the population understand what goes where, what can and can't be recycled. But just as importantly, there are stiff fines for those who do not comply with waste and recycling regulations, and they are actually enforced. Here we have some companies doing recycling, Green Dot for example, but our waste needs to be taken to large bins which anecdotally are often overflowing and not emptied. Furthermore, in the case of Green Dot, Paphos Fedhonas has accused the outfit of levying illegal and excessive charges and operating as a monopoly, further pointing out that the company makes hundreds of thousands in profits each year, questioning its designation as a non-profit organisation. The truth is that we're a small island, and unless we want to be swimming in a sea of refuse while burning up due to our greenhouse gas emissions and excessive waste, there needs to be a step change in our waste management and our attitude to recycling. This will take time, but we're an endlessly adaptable species, and we must adapt now. This is Mr. Shields reporting for Rock FM.
On air and online at rockfmcyprus.com.
Today's best mix.
Rock FM.